Hold on. First of all, let me say this. The vlog. No, I'm just saying. We gotta break the monotony. You know, we gotta be a certain type of way. Let me see it. Well, check this out, man. I'm Dione. So if you don't know, now you know. Everybody knows me in some type of form of fashion, okay? We got winners and we got guys that's trying to be better, and we got guys that's going to the National Golden Gloves. Well, I got into boxing training because when I came up, I had uncles and my grandfather. They would always, you know, they would rough me up. You know, if you look at me, guess what? I'm not the tallest guy in America, you know what I'm saying? I went to Rockdale Elementary, and it was crazy. It was a guy named Charles Overstreet. I was like 10 years old, but Charles Overstreet was like almost 14. So he was kind of like the bully of our class in the 6th grade. I feared Charles. You know, you got friends with the scars on their face. You like, you know, he didn't been through the war. I'm like, but we young. I just see him beating up people all the time when we was kids. And one day I skipped school and we had some boxing gloves. Me and Charles was sparring on the porch. Like, let's put the gloves on, man. I am not gonna lie, man. I had knocked Charles down like 15, 20 times. And it shocked me because it took my fear away from, at the time, like a street fight. Because, you know, I seen him, you know what I'm saying, beat kids up. You know, and it was insane when we was little. I was a good amateur. I won more than I lost, but I always came down to, guess what? If you was trainers, that's what separated you from other fighters, you know what I'm saying? To me, 85, 90% is conditioning in boxing because you got guys who cannot fight. And guess what? They are champions, they are winners because guess what they do? They overcompensate that by working that much harder. Jackie Shropshire used to always preach that running them hills was the most important thing that you got to do because it's like going to the gas station. You're filling your gas tank up. If you didn't go to the park, he wouldn't even let you fight. He'd be like, what you think, you about to go fight? We be training, we be boxing. He's like, no, you're not going away. He said, you didn't show up to the park.
Wait a minute, they actually do knockouts here?
When I turned pro as a fighter, so what ends up happening is, I was fighting in Paducah, Kentucky, man. It was nobody black in the audience, and I was fighting a guy and I was beating his head in. The first round, when I first hit him, excuse my language, said, you gonna let this N-I-G-G-A hit you like that? It was crazy, man. And it was like, so you look at boxing, you look at the best parts, you take the good from the bad, because sometimes when you're trying to be good and you're trying to make it, it is hard, the boxing is a hard sport for certain fighters, you know what I'm saying? It is for certain people. I ain't gonna lie, when I was boxing, my focus wasn't there because I was young. When I was in the ring, I couldn't see outside the ring. But once I stopped boxing, I could actually see the mistakes that I had made when I was younger, which made me mature into a trainer. Me, Jeff, Larry Donald, Rodney Watts, we all came from a great coach, Jackie Shropshire, Billy Joiner. They gave us the base, the foundation for what it is today. We didn't have a gym where it was 1,000 guys in there like certain gyms. We had a gym where, guess what, at the end of the day, we worked hard and they cared about the fighters, and we worked on our craft. We worked for winners and we worked for a sound base. When I first turned pro, Aaron Pryor, the great Aaron Pryor, rest in peace, he was training me at one time down in a gym called Champs on Finley Market. But AP would be like, D, I want you to work these kids on the pads. I work the kids and the fighters on the pads, right? And you know what? That's what made me surgical with these ones and twos. You know what I'm saying? I got good by doing that. I'm gonna tell you something. Now, when I get on these pads, man, listen, I'm stalking my man. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody to look good. I tell Chase, Jamal, Shane, everybody, listen, man, don't make me look bad because guess what? He's got cameras in here. So guess what? He might be at home like, wait a minute, did you know he just made a mistake? Listen, I stop a guy on the pads. Hold on, man. He's like, but they couldn't see it. They might not could have seen it, but guess what? I seen it. That's what's important. I seen it. Why can't nobody care about how I feel? You know what I'm saying? I know how this rhythm go. I'm like Ray Charles on the pads. Whoa, you missed. You missed. That's 25 push-ups. That's what, I mean, you know what I'm saying? So, Like I said, me as a trainer, I'm evolving because I'm a teacher. I always say I'm a teacher first because anybody can be a coach, anybody can be a trainer. But the person that's more involved, that's more in tune with you is a teacher. So anybody can be a coach or a trainer. What kind of coach? Because I'm coaching you on this. I can train you to be a doctor. I can train you to be a nurse's aide or whatever. I can train you to work at Amazon if you want to, but you know how that goes. So other than that, man, that's all I see, man. It's like no matter what, no matter how good you can actually be, it means nothing until you realize that you can be good. Me, Jeff, or any other coach can say, hey, he's good, he's gonna be this, he's gonna be that. No, he has to know in his heart and in his mindset that he's good. And if he can't do that, guess what? You have a lost cause. You don't have a winning recipe. I want people to be better people no matter what. If you want to be a champion, guess what? I want you to be a champion. You want to be a great person, because guess what? No matter what, how easy anything can be for any of us, God might got something else for us. You know what I'm saying? I always say I do pads and train people so easy. Guess what? God say, D, I want you to do this. You know what I'm saying? Go down to Popeyes and get me a 12-piece. Y'all know what it is. D-Ski Love. I'm Dion. You can find me at 2210 Beachmont. Y'all know what it is. And guess what? We are here to take over. So guess what? Some do what they can. I do what I want. We gonna do what we want. We gonna do what we can in God's eyes. You know what I'm saying? So, what y'all think? Oh, you want me to start over? I can start over. I can come fly again.